What? That's too much. So I'm not using a mic right now because, well, frankly, I want to I want to watch some stuff while I'm doing this. So the way it works is with my headphones, with my mic on my headphones, there's two ways it can go. Either I have it plugged in so that I use the mic, and that's pretty much it. I have it plugged in so I can use the mic on the headset. But then I can't watch anything because I don't have anything to, I can't hear it unless I blast it out loud, which, I don't want to do that. I don't want to just copy the audio from someone else's video or, say I want to listen to my own music that isn't copyrighted, right? So yeah, two options. Either I use the headphones for the mic, or I don't, or I use my headset to actually watch videos on the side. Also because, well, before I talk about The Boys, that friend of mine who actually watched the show, recommended from and all, he said he's got a test to take. He said he'll take it around like 10 p.m., so maybe he'll tune in at 10:30, so that's like an hour from now. I don't really have anything else to talk about. So I'll just watch videos while I wait for him for like an hour. I mean, I could talk about the other shows first, like Arcane and Secret Level, but nah. This is my stream. This is my video. I choose how to structure it. And if I choose like an hour of silence before I talk about the shows, then that's exactly how it's gonna play out. Besides, nobody watches these. Nobody really cares about the commentary, let's face it. Like, let's be honest, nobody cares about the commentary. Everyone just wants to see the shiny reaction. That has not happened for 12 of these at this point. So yeah. The video in question that was posted earlier today and that I would like to browse upon is, Mudahar's video, Some Ordinary Gamers. He posted the video, "The TikTok ban is a slippery slope." It's borderline 27 minutes long. That's what I'll be watching while I am silent doing this. I, for one, don't really care if TikTok gets banned. I don't think it really affects me, because it's an American ban, not Canadian ban. I don't think the ban, covers all of North America, just the United States. So I don't really care if TikTok gets banned. It doesn't really affect me. I would say it's probably for the best, as a society, if it does get banned. Because, let's face it, TikTok is like the #1 source of brain rot, destroyed attention span. And TikTok is, just a cesspool of idiots online doing a bunch of stupid stuff. Do I really need to mention all the people who believe it was a smart idea to record themselves doing crimes and then post it online? Like that one guy who, sprayed a bunch of food at Walmart with bug spray for content. I feel like overall, as a society, it would just be a good thing if TikTok gets banned. But hey, that's just me. I, for one, don't really use it. I don't browse it. Yeah. Continuing with the video. I'm also drinking lemon water yet again, not because I've gotten more sick again, but because, we're at the finish line. I'm not 100% recovered just yet. Getting there, like 95% recovered. May as well do this little extra last push to really solidify becoming healthy again. I admit, ever since I started feeling better, I've slowed down on the recovery process, Stop taking Tylenol, stop drinking as much water. It's like, now that I'm starting to feel better, I'm less motivated to keep on fighting. And because I had time today, I decided let's not be lazy, let's actually chop up a lemon and actually put it into some damn water. So that's why I'm drinking some more lemon water tonight. And drinking water with some flavor, even if it is a lemon flavor, just any flavor, it goes a long way. When you drink as much water as I did when you were sick, just simply drinking plain water, it gets boring. But drinking water with some flavor, now that's a game changer right there. So yeah, drinking some more lemon water right now. I mean, I bought the lemons for a reason. I spent money on it. I may as well, consume said lemons I purchased. Still no shiny Sneasel, by the way. Drink water, folks. Did you guys know that there was going to be an Until Dawn movie? It's the first I'm hearing of it today. And it looks nothing like the game. It's kind of crazy to believe it's already been 10 years since Until Dawn came out. Until Dawn came out in 2015. When in 2015? Let's see. August 25th. August 25th, 2015. So 9.5 years ago, the game came out. I can't believe it's already been 9.5 years, borderline 10 years since Until Dawn came out. I remember watching Dashi play it 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I was in high school. I remember not knowing anything about Until Dawn, not seeing any, advertisements for it, not seeing any trailers for it, not knowing what it was. All of a sudden, Dashi was so hyped to play this game, so I watched and it was awesome. When did The Quarry come out? Isn't that the same developers? Wasn't The Quarry quite recent too? June 10th, 2022. So we're actually coming up on 3 years from that. It felt recent too. No, it's already almost been 3 years. 2.5, You know, I'm watching Mudahar's video and he mentioned that BuzzFeed did an investigation into if TikTok, sends information to China or not. Now, that's not what I want to talk about. I remember a long time ago, I actually unironically watched some BuzzFeed content. I know, cringe. I didn't realize just how many BuzzFeed YouTube channels they had. And I don't remember where I saw this. There was this, love story BuzzFeed show kind of series on one of their many channels. It was very much, will they, won't they? I don't remember where I saw it. I don't remember the characters' names. I never saw any sort of conclusion to that story. And, I don't necessarily want my search history to have BuzzFeed love story. I don't know, maybe one day I'll dig it back up and see, okay, what happened to this? I watched it a decade ago, never saw its conclusion, and I still think about it from time to time. Anyways, man, did you do your test yet? Yeah, you did? Well, I still got 11 minutes into the video, but I suppose I can plug my mic back in. It was weird. So, I've never done this before. I don't know what'll happen if, part way into the stream, I plug my microphone in. I don't know what'll happen, so I'm gonna try. Let me know if it's good or bad. Alright, I plugged it in. I don't even know if sound will be picked up. How is it? Is there sound picked up? Why is the screen tilted? Okay, yes, I just checked. I do hear sound. Even if it is bad, I do hear it. I'm whispering. Hold on, let me see. No, it doesn't sound like I'm whispering to me. Then again, I did just kind of turn the volume all the way up. Maybe refresh the page, see how it works. Then again, you have to sit through a bunch of ads again. How's it sound? I plugged in the mic. How does it sound? Oh, I forgot you're just quiet in general. Yep. That's totally a true statement. Well, I suppose it kind of is, When I do talk about something, then, I talk. But just in general, throughout the day, I just don't talk that much. I got no one to talk to. Nothing to talk about with anyone. I mean, as sad as it is, throughout the day, the only people I verbally have to talk to is my mom, my sister, and that's about it. Why do I feel you about to bring up The Walking Dead again? Oh, funny you should say that. Actually, earlier tonight, Watched a couple videos by Captain Gold as well as Theo Hunt. Yeah, some of the biggest regrets that our characters have. I feel like for Daryl, his biggest regret would definitely be getting Glenn killed. Not necessarily his guilt on Rick's disappearance. And then, you know, Captain Gold's video on Lori and Shane, which is like what I said about last time. You know, it's a testament of time that the characters of Lori and Shane still get videos made about them to this day. You know, we don't really see videos on more recent characters, like Magna's group. We don't really see videos talking about them. That just shows how well the character of Shane was written. And just how many different ways the characters of Shane and Lori can be interpreted. Because, you know, Season 2 may have been a lot slower, but what it makes up for in lacking of action, they've made up for with great storytelling and amazingly written characters. Who am I kidding? If there's no action, if there's no adventure, there's no zombie kills and gore, then it's boring and, you know, borderline unwatchable. 'Cause the hell with character depth, right? Anyways, let's talk about The Boys, since you're done with your test. Let's talk about The Boys Season 2. And I also want to mention that talking about Episode 1 yesterday, I flat out forgot an entire storyline in the first episode of Season 2. That being the storyline with Deep. With the Deep. Yeah. So, in Episode 1 of Season 2, I just flat out forgot to mention this entire storyline. You know, the Deep, he's at a low point in his life right now. He's kind of been low-key kicked out of the 7 temporarily, but he's taking it pretty hard. You know, he's being stationed elsewhere. Nobody respects him, nobody likes him, especially himself. The Deep really does not like himself. Don't worry, brother, I can relate to that. I may not be able to relate to the other horrendous things you've done, but hey, I can relate to that part at least. So, you know, the Deep, he gets kicked out of a bar. He gets arrested for causing a disturbance at a water park. And then this dude, this like Hawkeye, Green Arrow kind of character, you know, introduces himself. I think his name was Eagle. Because, you know, every superhero franchise needs at least one character who wields a bow and arrow. Don't forget, folks, this guy also quit Arrow. Anyways. So, yeah, this Eagle guy tries to help out Deep. It almost seems like he was trying to convert him into his religion or whatever, but it seems more like he's just trying to get the guy therapy. And the Deep, well, he's not really into this bullshit. So Deep is like really hard to work with when it comes to therapy. Episode 2 covers more about this. We dive deeper into like Deep's psyche and like why he acts the way he does. But yeah, that's pretty much what I forgot to mention about the first episode. Alright, you guys ready to talk about the second episode? Clearly I wasn't the only one who forgot about the whole deep storyline in the first episode. Get the shiny while you're at it. If I could, I would. Well, if it were up to me, I would have gotten it like 10 hours ago. Okay, let's talk about episode 2. Oh, episode 2. Where do I even begin? Couple different storylines happen in this episode. We get the storyline with Homelander and his son. I think his son's name was Ryan. We have the storyline with, you know, girl power at Vought with the 7. We learn more about the character of Stormfront. In terms of, you know, our characters with Huey, Butcher, and all of them, they're on the hunt for whoever this soup terrorist is. Perhaps I'll just go one storyline at a time. You know what, maybe I'll just go the order I said it. So let's talk about Homelander and his son first. So Homelander, yeah, he wants to be in his son's life, and, you know, makes sense. A father wants to be in his son's life. Homelander's not very happy that he never knew he had a son, so he missed out on a good chunk of his son's youth. So he's playing catch with his son. However, you know, Becca doesn't really like it. Turns out that Becca made a deal with the doctor, whoever that guy was in Season 1. I forget his name. The doctor who revealed to Homelander that, you know, Becca's alive and so is the kid. Turns out Becca had a deal with him that, you know, they would be safe and away from Homelander. But now Homelander found out. So Becca is now scared for her son's life. It's like, you gotta get us out of here. You have to get us away from Homelander. But, you know, now that Homelander knows, there's like nowhere you can hide. Homelander also, for the first time, I feel like in his whole life, revealed his true backstory to anyone. You know, his entire life was a lie made up by Vought, that he had loving parents and a home and a very great upbringing. Yeah, all of that's a lie. Homelander was raised in a lab, no love, no anything, just gray walls and scientists in lab coats. But the rest of the world doesn't know that, because Vought is all capitalism, baby. So I feel like for the first time in Homelander's life, that he actually told someone the truth, that he didn't have loving parents growing up. However, that feeling, the feeling of, like, you know, being above everyone else, it does make you lonely. But the other feeling of being able to do whatever you want, and no one can stop you, that's a really, really great feeling. And a feeling that he wants to share with his son now. So Homelander's borderline corrupting his son, or at least trying to. The kid's not buying it, at least not yet. I mean, how would you feel if you lived, like, let's say, the first 8 years of your life with just one parent, and then out of nowhere, this adult person comes in and is like, hey, I'm also your parent. We just met. It's like, yeah, you're a little skeptical. You don't know if this person's really your parent or not, right? But you never met them before. Well, Homelander's not going anywhere. He intends to stay in his son's life. For good or for bad, yeah. Well, we get the whole storyline with Vought as well. You know, they're trying to market girl power, you know? This is the first time the 7 has 3 women in it. We have Maeve, we have Starlight, and now we have Stormfront. Wow, so much diversity, so much inclusion. Yeah, as if we all love hearing that these days. So yeah, girl power, yay. But Maeve has a family emergency and has to dip, leaving only Starlight and Stormfront. Did you get to the stuff about Stormfront yet? I don't know what you're referring to. There's a lot of potential storylines you could be referring to. And this is only the 2nd episode she's in. So that dude from the 1st episode, you know, selling his disembodied body parts as a service. Yeah, he shows back up and gives Annie a sample of Compound V. But surprise, surprise! Hey! A-Train's back! He's alive, he's awake, he's healthy, and he's out for blood. Yay! Everyone's favorite character in the show, A-Train, is back. God, this is just a guy that you just want to, you know, punch in the face. You just want to, like, really sock him in the jaw. Ugh! Every time I see A-Train, it's just like, like, bring that face over here so I could just, you know, real quick elbow it. Yeah, A-Train's back, and he borderline just non-stop harasses Starlight. Constantly, like, watching her, staring at her, making sure she's not doing anything that could, you know, make him look bad, or dig up any dirt on him. Or rather, he's trying to dig up some dirt on her. And one would think, wouldn't A-Train be able to just search the area? Like, he's borderline doing what Madvocate criticizes the CW Flash for doing, and that is just standing there and talking. Instead of using your godly super speed ability, doing everything you need to do, and just, like, you know, get done with it. Why are you just standing here talking? Why not just basically teleport in, do what you want to do, and just leave? Sure, the gust of wind will tell them you were in there, that you did something, but you don't need to stand there and talk. You know, so the dude handed Annie a little pouch with the Compound V in it. And A-Train's always like, hey, what's that? What's that you just stuck into your boot? He just, like, normal human speed pats her down. It's like, huh, guess you didn't put anything into your clothes that have no pockets. Because Stormfront made a front about that. It's like, why are you just wasting time teasing the characters? Why not just super speed search the area? Anyways, we also learn more about more about Stormfront's character. She is, well, the previous definition of woke, as in she's real, you know? She's not bound by all these capitalistic bullshits. She speaks her mind freely, maybe a little too freely. You know, actively broadcasts to everyone, yo, all this Vought shit is so fake. You know, they don't even let me have pockets in my uniform. They have us do all these kind of, like, commercials and infomercials when we could be out there using our powers to save lives. Well, let's see here. Later on, Annie goes back to her ginormous penthouse. Wow, Vought treating them right, it looks like. Luxurious. However, A-Train just runs in, literally runs in, not even knocking at the door, he just teleports into her room. Alright, the lack of awareness, A-Train. Well, he knows, he finds out that Annie has a sample of Compound V. And you know, he's about to snitch on her, telling her to Homelander, and Homelander will absolutely kill her. But then Annie thinks of some leverage on him. It's like, you're not gonna tell anyone shit. Oh, why is that? Why don't you think I've already done so? Because if you did, I would have been dead already. You're not gonna tell anyone anything about me having Compound V. Because I know you killed Popclaw. You have no proof about it. See, I read the Vought manuscripts or whatever. All those needles jammed into her arms. It's not like someone would just do that to themselves. Ah. So now A-Train knows to shut the hell up. My god, I can't stand A-Train. He is such a douchebag. So our characters, they have decided that they need to find a way to clear their names. That way characters like Mother's Milk, he can go back to his family, and you know, they can stop living life on the lam, trying to not being hunted down by the feds in a countrywide manhunt. Butcher actually has a plan. So he goes and sees... what was her name again? What was Pamela Milton's character again? Grace Mallory, that was her name. So, Butcher goes and sees Mallory at Raynor's funeral. What's funny about that is the fact that all the flowers people brought in to pay respects to Raynor, someone brought in a fruit bouquet. Remember that little bit Family Guy did? If you really hate someone and want to pull a practical joke on them, just to spite them, give them a flower bouquet. It'll rot, it'll decompose, it's all sticky, it'll attract flies, and they feel like a dick for not eating all the fruit and letting it all go to waste. Get them a flower bouquet. A flower bouquet? A fruit bouquet. So Butcher talks to Mallory, and they make a deal. The deal basically goes, Butcher delivers the soup terrorist, and Mallory will find where Becca is. Oh yeah, there was also this moment. Actually, I'll talk about that after. So anyways, they all go to hunt down this soup terrorist. They go to this party store, which they completely trash. It's like, damn, poor owners. Then again, I guess the owner died, because Kimiko just completely tore his head off. And, you know, these little bits of gore moments, it's like, wow.
I want to see more. It's such a shame that it's so fast. The gore moments are just so quick. And then you don't even see, you know, the destroyed, torn apart body afterwards. It turns out that her brother is the soup terrorist. Well, Butcher's still wanting to follow through on the deal he made with Mallory, so he tries to, you know, bring in Kimiko's brother, but then all the guys are against it, because, you know, Kimiko's one of them. Kimiko actually runs off with her brother. They speak Japanese, or actually he does. Kimiko doesn't speak. And the thing is, when I watched the episode, there were no subtitles, so I don't know what he said. Kimiko responds with sign language, so I don't know if there were supposed to be subtitles for those as well. So I have absolutely no idea what they said back and forth. Well, whatever they said, Kimiko and her brother get into a fight. You know, she chokes him out. He's unconscious, and then they capture him. And yes, my voice did just crack. There was a storyline with Maeve, how she had to leave because what's her name? The woman she loves, her, I guess, appendix almost blew up, so she had to go to the hospital. And she was one of the emergency contacts. And this was what I was about to mention. I swear, I recognized the set they filmed at. The set where Maeve left Vought, left the whole women power Vought thing. I swear, that looks exactly like the place that they filmed for the first X-Men movie. Remember at the very beginning of the very first X-Men movie? You know, you see Charles spotting Eric, and then it's like, are you digging around in here? You know, remember that? I swear, it's the exact same filming location. So, Maeve reveals to, what's her name? You know, this, like, horrific backstory with her and Homelander. How they were dealing with this guy, and then Maeve found the head of the guy in one room, and then the torso in another room. She doesn't want that to happen to her. Maeve doesn't want that to happen to her. If he were to ever find out, he's like, who's he? You mean Homelander? So Maeve has been distant and secretive to this woman because she doesn't want her to die at the hands of Homelander if he ever found out. I had to remove yet another tonsil stone last night. Or, no, it was this morning. And it was in the exact same spot, too. I've been getting lots of tonsil stones lately. Well, I'm not going to forget about the Deep storyline this time. So the Deep still making no progress with his therapy. Eagle actually gives him a mushroom drink. And then he starts hallucinating that his gills, yes, his gills are talking to him. and I instantly recognized the voice. It's the voice of Patton Oswalt. I recognized his voice instantly. You know, I know him as the Koenigs on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., as well as that bird character, that crow character on The Sandman. I forget his name. Yeah, Patton Oswalt. I instantly recognize his voice. So yeah, the Deep is hallucinating that his gills are talking to him. What gross CGI. Because his gills actually flap like lips do. So his own inner subconscious, talking to him in the form of his own gills, reveals that the Deep is insecure about his own body, about his gills. So he makes fun and, you know, demeanors women before they get a chance to make fun and laugh at him about his gills and his body and whatnot. I mean, in a way, it was a powerful scene, seeing him break down and, you know, dig deep, find the cause of his douchebaggery. But does that excuse all the stuff he's done? No, absolutely not. Well, that's pretty much the gist of this boys episode. I'll talk about Arcane in a moment. Dude also said, I'm calling it right now, around 10:36 tonight. It's 10:28 right now, so let's see if I'll get it in the next 8 minutes. You see, I still feel all this gunk in the back of my throat. Like in that nasal cavity, I feel it all in there. let's play this. Do you guys remember that feeling in 2007? Booting up Mario Galaxy for the first time, being in Good Egg Galaxy, and listening to this? Like, actually on the Wii, on the big TV, playing Good Egg Galaxy with this in the background. You guys remember that feeling? Oh, I do. So how's everyone doing? I know the state of the world is questionable these days. I've been seeing a lot of like blame on DEI for the California fires. You know, there was this like resurfaced footage of one firefighter who's, you know, and she's just like something about people who want someone looking like them to rescue them from a fire. It's like, no, nobody cares about that. You know, if my house is burning down, I don't care if the person saving me is Asian or not, right? As long as you're a person helping save my life, and putting out the fire that's burning down my home. Doesn't matter what you look like. And then there was also this firefighter lady who barely looks like a woman, I'm just gonna say that. You know, she's also like, if I need to save your man from a fire, if I need to, if I need to lift your man from a fire, well, he got himself in that position. It's like, damn, excuse me, if I was at home and, breathing in the CO2 emitted from fires, knocking me out, damn. Alright, I got myself in that position, guess I deserve to die because a woman firefighter didn't want to come inside and help me. Keep in mind, folks, I'm in Canada when I say this. I really hope Trump taking office again really takes care of this quote-unquote woke mind virus that he said. Because, my god, it's getting so ridiculous. Not only when it comes to Hollywood and the gaming industry, but it's also infiltrated our service workers as well. The need for inclusion, for DEI, for representation, it's just like, oh my god. The state of the world. Yo! Finally! Shiny Mewtwo! It is 10:38! It is exactly 10:38 right now! 10:38! Now it's 10:39. I gotta text him. Okay, now we need to catch it. Now we need to not mess up and catch the shiny Mewtwo. I actually did not practice catching the shiny Mewtwo yet. So, yeah, let's go in and try our best. Okay, so first thing, Thunder Wave. Actually, first thing should have been taking off the rubber bands. Anyways, it's paralyzed now. Oh, at long last, the shiny Mewtwo took like 25 hours. Alright, let's recenter real quick. Okay, so it's paralyzed. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to throw down a Roto Catch. My plan is basically, paralyze, Roto Catch, and then use Scyther for False Swipe. Because I know this thing has Recover. Like so. Perfect. I also need to keep an eye on Scyther's health. Like so. I need to heal. I have 9 max potions with me. I also need to be careful and not hit anything that isn't Recover. What? Recover? That isn't False Swipe. I'm getting my words mixed up right now. Okay, I'm going to use a Hyper Potion on Scyther. Hopefully Mewtwo doesn't use Recover right now. Oh wait, he said 10:36. Oh wait, the prediction was 10:36 p.m., not 10:38. Well, close enough. What matters is Shiny Mewtwo is here. I hope I have revives. Okay, time to heal up again. I have 12 more hyper potions. God, my hands are sweating. Your prediction was 1036. We got it at 1038, but close enough. Oh, of course, a critical hit. Okay, max potion. Oh yeah, you did say around 1036. So your prediction was correct, that being the case. I would swap to Blissey to just tank all the hits, but I need to have Scyther out in preparation for it to use Recover. Yes! We finally got Shiny Mewtwo! It took 12 live streams and maybe 25 hours all in all of hunting. Alright, let's see this bastard's summary. Shiny Mewtwo right there. We still had plenty of PP, you know, no chance of struggling anytime soon. Oh, look at that, 2 weeks into the new year. And Shiny Mewtwo. Finally, we can move on. We can finally move on to shiny hunting for Latias. Finally! Save the game? How about no? No, I'm kidding. Of course I'm gonna save the game right now. Whoops. Bam. The game has been saved. Shiny Mewtwo has been caught finally. No idea how many resets it took. No way I was counting for all those hours. Well, because we got Shiny Mewtwo tonight, I guess that'll do it for tonight. That means I'm going to have to save talking about Arcane as well as Secret Level for next time. Because I'm not going to stick around just for the sake of talking about those episodes. So we'll save those for next time. Shiny fucking Mewtwo. This is what working for your shinies look like. It may not have been, you know, the full 1 in 8,000 odds, but it sure damn felt like it. And matter of fact, the odds were like an eighth of those odds. It was 1 in 1,000, I believe, 160. Wait, no. What was the shiny odds? Oh shit. I dropped my controller. Oops. And it unplugged the monitor. Okay. I did not unplug the internet because of that. Did I? No. No, I think the internet's still going. Okay, shiny charm odds 1 in 1,365. So that's basically 3 in 4096, or basically, 6 in 8192. So, my odds were basically 3 times better with the modern day shiny odds, and it still took this long. Alright, there you go, folks. At long last, shiny Mewtwo. I can finally move on. Let me see how many hours this took. Let's see. So, 2, 4.5, 6.5, 8.5, 10, 12, 14, 16.5, 18, 20.5, 22.5, 23. So it took about 23.5 hours of non-stop resetting. Like a full day. That's a full day of resetting. But finally, at long last, we get to move on. Shiny Mewtwo has been caught. We can move on. So, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for sticking around this long. Next time we move on to Shiny Hunting Latios. I'll see you guys then for that. See you guys next time.